gently relax. Warming scents for cozy thoughts, okay? Okay. I have some matches. Would you like to light the candle, or would you like me to do it? No, that's okay. You can just stay nice and cozy. Just stay cozy in your bed. I'll tuck you back in, don't worry. Something about fire. One of the elements that's truly relaxing in life. If you'd like to close your eyes at any moment, I'll be right here, okay? What are some of the favorite things that you like to help you relax and go back to sleep? Okay. I can definitely do that for you tonight. I'm just going to light that candle. Just blow that out. And just allow yourself to I'm gonna put that down over there, okay? Got it. So I did boil some water before, because I was going to have tea anyways. Would you like to pick out what tea we can have tonight? Since I think you really want to go to sleep. Yeah, I know you have work in the morning. I got you. I have a few different teas, and I'll tell you a little bit about each one, and you let me know which one strikes your fancy, okay? This first one is Moonlight. Moonlight. Perfect for sleeping this time of the evening. This one, all of them have no caffeine, so don't worry if they won't keep you up. So this is valerian root, chamomile, lavender, spearmint, honeybush tea, passion flower, lemon balm, cherry and cornflowers. Let me show you the other two that I have. They're all really great teas. You can't go wrong with any of the choices. Don't worry about me. I have my own separate little tea bowl, so you can choose whichever one you like. This one is Starry Night. This one has valerian root, peppermint, fennel, aniseed, ginger, rosemary, lemon balm, rose hips, passion flower, and marigold. Do you want to hear the last one? Okay. This one is a little bit more fruity than the other two. And this one is a Sailor's Brew. Clipper Ship Tea Company makes these. And this is going to be apple, carrot, tangerine, orange, blackberry leaf, eucalyptus, beetroot, hibiscus, and lemongrass. asleep, so you're in good hands. Alright, so we're gonna do the Starry Night, you said. Okay. I already had the tea kettle going before you got here, so not to worry. You'll be ready to just drift off while I just kind of play with your hair a little bit and just kind of brush your face and just kind of get you into the dimension you want to be in right now, which is sleepy. Okay. So I have one of these tea balls. Would you like a little bit of cinnamon and honey with your tea? Okay. That's my favorite way to prepare it. I just swirl a little bit of cinnamon with a little bit of honey, and then I just like to swirl that together and have it steep with the tea. Okay, so I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of tea to our tea bowl, okay? And before I add the hot water, sleepy. Okay. I'll give you a little bit of tea, and if you don't finish it, don't worry. I have plenty of tea. You just want me to gently just touch a few sections, okay? Like small little pieces. And I'm just gonna run my hands then, okay? That's what you want, just like this. Okay. Just gently feeling that from the scalp. Okay. Take it a little bit. Just picking up and separating tiny sections. Just stimulating the scalp to get some tickly feelings. has a really nice lavender forward base. That's going to allow you to just drift and have the mind calmed by the lavender scent. And just promote deep relaxation for you tonight, okay? It's okay. I am taken care of, and I am taking care of you now, okay? Just relax. You can relax and shut your eyes. Okay. Now that is what relaxation is made of. Just breathe that in for me, okay? Just breathe. It's nice, isn't it? I'm going to apply it a little bit to your neck, okay? Just a little bit to the neck. Just gonna come over here. I'm just going to apply it over there as well. And I'm just going to get your temple a little bit. I just want to be sure that we get some of these pressure points near the sinuses. Okay. I'm just going to roll that gently in my hand in a circle, dot, dot. And I'm just going to rub that together in my palms. And I just want you to breathe that aroma in, okay? It's already got me sleepy. Just 1, 2, and 3. Just deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just take that lavender, deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Just once more, let me just get that air out of the way. A deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Just going to gently come a little bit closer. Just want you to breathe in. Breathe in. Just breathe out. washed up on a room of velvet curtains and marble floors. The revelers might as well have been wild animals ready to tear off a chunk of his flesh. He felt utterly lost, alien, and alone. As Hector watched from a corner of the room, ladies and gentlemen partnered to dance, women fanned themselves and smiled, and men greeted each other with a tilt of the head, a tilt of the head. shook her hand. It's probably the best if we exit this room now. A bachelor such as myself and a young lady such as yourself, we wouldn't want to cause a scandal. Truly, he wanted to only get rid of her and could not have cared what anyone thought. If the girl wished to walk around the house without an escort, then let it be. He had come to speak to one woman and one woman alone. If she was not there, then Hector would wallow in his velvet misery. I can't possibly leave now, she replied. Why not? He asked, annoyed. She did not notice his tone of his voice, or did not care. Instead, she took off the dance card dangling by her wrist and held it up for him to look at. If I go out there now, 𝐷𝐷𝐴𝐴𝐻𝐷𝐴𝐴𝐻 is going to ask me for a dance, and if you've ever danced with 𝐷𝐷𝐴𝐴𝐻, you would know he is the most terrible dancer. I have been told he put his name down for 2 dances, and you must be aware a lady cannot refuse a dance from a gentleman. It would be uncivil. Hector did not understand why a man might want to corral this particular girl for 2 dances in a row. She was not an enviable beauty, somewhat run-of-the-mill to be frank, and her square jaw, black hair, and thin lips were rather unstylish. She possessed pretty hazel eyes, though, and her dress was very fine. Perhaps that was enough for a young chap with poor dance skills, such as this 𝐷𝐷𝐴𝐴𝐻 Dampierre. Maybe I'll read some more to you another time. scratching game.